All right, we're back.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on?
Yes, yes, yes. We are back.
Yes, with the impromptu, unscheduled episode because the block is hot. And by the block, I mean the transfer portal.
Yeah. We are now kind of in the midst of it all. I forgot when it opened. I forgot they switched up the window
Mhm.
because there were a lot of coaches that were, I think, mad about. I don't know. I don't know if it opened up sooner or if it's
Mhm.
closing later. But
Right.
regardless, the window is now open. So now we're starting to see um a lot of people like entering the portal, and it's interesting. Some of these people that entering the portal.
Yes,
Yeah,
y'all. Wait.
you all what?
Jordan hit me and said we have to record post haste. Now, if you guys been catching up with us, or sorry, rocking with us since the beginning, well, we only have 2 episodes, but Jordan said this was coming. So he said, Bailey, we need to get on the mic.
Mhm.
However, speaking of coaches in transfer portals, before we get into it,
Yeah.
can we talk, please, about Felicia Legette-Jack, the Syracuse coach who seems to think that UConn's success is a personal attack against her?
Yeah. I mean, we are. What was that? The game was on Sunday. What's today?
I'm not sure.
The game was on Monday. The game was on Monday. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, but I think now most, if not all of y'all who are following the tournament, most likely have seen this clip. But we definitely wanted to again provide our point of view. So let Bailey play the clip, and then
Yes.
we can get into it.
Let's do it, y'all. So let's go ahead and rock it. I said rock it, then rock it.
Let's rock it.
All right, let's do it.
The hell. Is there sound?
You don't hear it?
Mm-mm.
1 second, people. We have technical difficulties because I hear it.
Do you? Maybe it's if
Hmm.
you hear it, then that's fine.
Let me make sure, though. I do want to make sure that the people can hear it, because that's important. You don't hear it at all, Jordan?
Mm-mm.
I hear it, so I think the people will hear it.
Oh, okay. Well,
So let's do it. Let's start it over. But I mean, you do need to hear it.
I mean, I know what she says, but go ahead.
Okay. Let's all right, let's do it again. Let's see. One more time. And if not, I'm listening to it the first time, so we can talk to the people about it.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, what this is saying, and if the people don't have sound, is that literally she feels like it could possibly be a personal attack against her as to why they always have to play UConn. I wish you could hear it, Jordan. I hope the people will be able to hear it because this guy goes off as
I know.
well.
I was
Oh, you heard,
watching.
you saw that too.
I was
So
watching that
let's,
one earlier.
yeah, I'll play this for the people and hopefully hear it. If they don't, we can speak to it in a little bit. But look, there we go.
You want a loser mentality? I'm going to give you a loser mentality.
He was going off.
She is doing what women in sports constantly do. She's being a victim. Is it a personal attack, or do you feel bad for the young lady? We are an equal opportunity. We call out BS where we see it, and this is a loser mentality. It will be.
Damn. So you
I
heard
mean,
that?
it's funny. I just started watching that. I turned it off because I don't like his
Uh-huh.
energy. Like it was
I
like,
was going to ask you about that actually.
I mean, it's
I
like
was
it was like a very misogynistic like type of tone and energy. And you say equal
right.
opportunity, and I get you like calling out bullshit regardless of gender and whatever. But like, shut up. Like it
Right,
goes
right.
back. You know what I mean? It's just like the whole what
Yeah.
women do. It's like shut up. Like
Wait, so you did just hear that audio then?
I heard that one. Yeah, I heard a little bit of the other one too. It was low though. That one was a little bit higher. It's still like a
Oh,
little bit
okay.
low, but I know
All
what she
right.
says. But yeah, going back to her, like it's how I feel about it.
Yeah, let's
Because
hear it.
on one side of it, like I get it, like, and she's not wrong. Like, if you look back in the history, like she was a coach at Indiana, she didn't do that
Mhm.
well. She got another opportunity at Buffalo. Um, she had a great point guard who followed her to Syracuse after some success at Buffalo. Deja Fair, who was drafted. She went to Vegas, but she was a smaller guard. She was like 5'3", 5'4", but she could hoop. Like, she was a bucket. But you know how it goes when you get in the league. Like, you get drafted, you go through training camp, you make a roster, you don't. She didn't. So whatever. Now she's hooping overseas. But, you know, she had a lot of success from Buffalo with her own team, and she followed her to Syracuse. Regardless of that, when she was at Buffalo, I think twice when she was a coach at Buffalo, they went to the tournament with this guard, and they had to go through UConn in like the same round. I think it was like the round of 32 or it's the first round or whatever. But they went 2 stores to play them. And this is her 3rd time since now she's at Syracuse. Or
Right.
sorry, once at Buffalo, twice at Syracuse. This was the 3rd time.
Right.
She played them twice at Syracuse. But all 3 times, you know, they've had to come to stores or gamble to play them. And everybody knows, like, 1, playing UConn's tough as it is, but then 2, you tack on having like that gamble or the fan base behind you, like a whole different experience. Like, you got to go to the court. You have like the mental aspect of it. When you walk into the court in the gym, you see all these banners and national championships. So mentally, like, it already defeats teams just like seeing the atmosphere they're gonna play in, and then you get the fans in there, and it's like, well, damn shit. Anyways, long story short, if everybody watched the game, like, it was 65-12.
Damn.
At halftime, like 65-12.
Oh, you're talking about the Syracuse game. Yeah.
Yeah, and now like playing like 65-12 in general is like tough, but 65-12, you're like, okay, they must have been playing like Vermont or some like small school, but like an ACC team, Syracuse with like a 24-win season, and you finish 4th in the ACC, and all these other things on your resume, and you get blown out. Like, that is crazy to me. But we can come back to that. But go ahead.
I do want to. What I want to get to before we get to the transfer porter, because that's really why we hopped on impromptu.
Right.
I do want to get. You said so. I'm glad you said that. I felt the same way. We agree about that guy's energy. That's another reason why I kind of didn't want to play the whole clip. His energy was a little off. However, you know me. I am a kind of equal opportunist. You can get this. So I get, you know, those type of personalities like that. They like to get that the salaciousness, or they like to get that what's the word? You know the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I get what he was doing, but I agreed. It was like, I don't think that you need to talk about that. I don't know. I mean, when you said that you could see where she's coming from, in what regard? Can you see where she's coming from as far as her frustration, or can you see where she's coming from as far as there might be a little something to the fact that she's being targeted? Because
I don't think the whole personal attack things, which kind of lost me. I don't think she's personally attacked. Like, the committee's not gunning for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what that is. Now, I think it came off a little crazy. And again, like, you got to account for when she made these statements. So I always feel like coaches need to like pause before they go into these like post-game press conferences, because you're at the height. You're at the height of your feelings and your emotions. And now I bet you if she could do it, like redo it, I think the message would be the same, but the delivery would be different. I do feel like it came off a little like,
that's what I was looking for, sensationalized.
It came off a little victim-y.
Victim-y,
It did. But I don't think that's how she meant it. But like and then, you know, how women's works, because we don't have regions, like, and we play the first 2 rounds, you know, at those top 16 teams that get home court advantage. Like, the committee, like, they do in those scenarios try to put teams that aren't within that top 16 and place them a little bit more regionally, so they can have
a fighting chance.
That, and so that their fan bases can come. It doesn't feel so like, you know what I mean? So like Syracuse being a New York school, obviously, like, and it's like maybe a couple hours away from stores, they could have had decent fan base to follow them as well, to cheer them on. So they do consider all of those. Now, it sucks because, again, once you came from Buffalo, New York, now you're at Syracuse, New York. So like, it's just how things are shaking out.
How did Buffalo do this year?
Oh, they haven't done shit since you left. Like, they're not historically a good like team,
right?
But,
that's why, and I think that's why she's coming at it that way. She's like, okay, I'm taking these teams who aren't, you know, historically getting here. Then we're getting here, and then we're playing UConn.
I get all that, but it's like, okay, what do you want to do? Be in UCLA's bracket? Like, you compete. Like, you get your team to compete. But like, I don't know. That one for me was a little like, okay, like,
you could tell though when she was going through it that. As you said it really well. Like, she was probably just going through her emotions as it was happening. And I think, but even when she was speaking, because first she was like, it was about the girls. Then she was kind of pivoted to, well, is this about me?
Yeah.
I think she was just kind of just going through her emotions at the time. It did come off a little
It did. And it was funny about it is like the past 2 games you played against UConn, like you didn't get blown out like this. This is the first time you got blown the fuck out. Like the first 2 games, they lost by like 8 the first time and like 12 the second time, and now like 53 now. But you know, I don't know. I felt like again, I felt like she could take some stuff back. She would. I even saw like I forgot their player. She's tough. She's a freshman, like 6'3". Like she gave Audie Cooks the business when they beat Iowa State in that round, in the first round. Really nice. Like she's gonna be really, really nice. I forgot her name, Uche or Ichu. I forgot. Correct me if I'm wrong. My bad. But she actually felt the need to log on or post something on her social media yesterday because of all the backlash that she was getting from those comments.
I know you're talking about the
she was like, she's not from here. I think she moved from Japan or something. So she hadn't experienced like this level of like social media backlash, and so she's felt the need to address the public, which I get. But she was like, hey, you know, I'm not from here. It's my first experience, you know, dealing with all this social media stuff. Like, you know, full accountability that we didn't play the best. Like, whatever, take it as a life lesson, move on. But my point is, like, she felt obligated to speak on it from a player perspective because she just saw all the hate and backlash that you know was getting from her coach's words, which I was like, that says something right there to me. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't have much to say. I just feel the claim is kind of nuts.
Do better. Like, what do you
gotta do better? Like,
what?
Well, even from a leadership standpoint, it's kind of like you have taken this from ownership or just taking it. We had a bad game to now it's like kind of like the guy said, even though it was sensationalized, victimhood or just not taking accountability for come back next year. But now you're kind of making it seem to your girls as a leader that this was it's something that was outside of them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, granted, I don't know. I mean, they're young adults. They probably have that decipherness or that discernment to know that it's not the case, but it just looks weird. Like, you know, I mean, you're the leader, and it's like, suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah.
Before we pivot to the transfer portal, though.
Oh, but we'll say this.
Please do.
One more before we pop off.
Yes.
You know, I'm looking at, and again, Syracuse did not play their best, but again, that's what UConn does. They expose you and they get at your faults and your bad habits, and they capitalize off of.
Right.
And then obviously AZ's went off, like she did. But either way, like I saw a clip too, and it wasn't like you were just. It was like, again, like this was a trash team. Like there was somebody who like literally broke down plays where there were just like defensive gaps and offensive breakdowns, and like you weren't supposed to be in this spot. Like the rotation was off here. So from a coaching perspective, you can make the argument that she might not have had her team ready. So I think mentally she might was even a little bit defeated going to the game, and she wasn't preparing her team to actually win the game. But to chalk it up as an experience. But I think that's just a wrong mindset. Because again, like if you had your team prepared to play UConn and you watch film and you study the scout, like where your players were positioned, they shouldn't have been. So I would just say on her too, like less about attacking the committee. And I'm not saying you're wrong, because I feel like you should probably go to different regions. One of these years, sure. But like at the end of the day, like you could also make the argument that like you got to do better, like prepping your team, so you're not getting blown out by 53 points. Like regardless of where you're playing, like period.
Well, and not only that, I mean, people need to also understand too. I mean, that's a feat too. Like just making it to that point. I think she should have focused on that, especially for her team. It's like you guys didn't. It's not like you guys were failures. I mean, making it to that point in the season is a feat, and I feel like that should have been a focus. And I think so many people are just like you be arguing on Twitter about every day. And I'm just saying, just like you always say this line, and it always resonates to me. What do you want UConn to do about being so good?
They're not going to get.
What can you do?
Like they're not going to diminish who they are as a program and a standard that you can get a participation trophy. Like, if anything, take it as a lesson, and you should want to, like what they say, you have to beat the best to be the best. Like,
that's like saying, okay, you would have made it elite 8 and then got beat by UConn. So it's like,
and as a higher seed at that point, or you're going to, or a lower seed, if you will, you're going to play a 2 or a 1. Like, I guess her argument is other ones possibly aren't like a UConn. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like how they played, I don't think they're going to play that way. I don't know. I'm not. We
Yeah.
got to stay on it, but like I
It's
can
probably because
see.
my girl Darius wasn't playing. 'Cause, you know, she was a
Oh
superstar.
yeah,
That's probably why they got their asses whooped like they did and handed to them and put in a
yeah.
box and shipped off back to Syracuse, New York.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough.
But yeah, I guess before we pivot, if you're good on this topic, Jordan,
Mhm.
your girl, you know this. While it is all about women's sports over here, I am rocking the Mariners jersey simply because tomorrow is opening day for my team. But today is opening day for the MLB, and those who know me knows
I
I
didn't know
love me
that.
some baseball. I don't think we're gonna make it this year. So mark my words, y'all. I just want to get that on tape. Got my little Ken Griffey Jr. jersey on right now, y'all. Prettiest swing in history.
Lord.
But yeah, y'all. So anyway, let's pivot to the girls. So Jordan said that we needed to get on the mic to talk about what's going on in the transfer portal. Let's go ahead, Jordan. I'm gonna let you lead this one,
I
Shawty.
just look. Okay, yes, there's a lot of stuff moving right now in the transfer portal. Like literally, every time I log on to X or Twitter, I'm calling it Twitter. X.
It's Twitter.
The hell.
Right.
I just keep seeing people leave. Like, granted, yeah, these smaller schools, like people leaving. There are coaches who are getting bigger opportunities because of tournament play. Shout out to I forgot her name, but the coach from Rhode Island. She took Rhode Island to the tournament. I think the first time ever, if not like in decades. And
You talking about the one from Jordan, man?
yeah, and then doing so, she got the Florida job in SEC. So shout out to her, big jump there. Yeah,
Okay.
she actually was Don Staley's backcourt teammate at Virginia, so that was pretty dope. And there was another coach, Charleston College. I believe they played Duke in the first round. There are two twins on that team that just are nice. But she got different opportunities somewhere else. I forgot. I think it's like Pitt or something. So then those two hopped in the portal. So I'm curious to see where they go. But those are the smaller schools. What's shocking to me, and I want to time on here, is one thing before we get to the big thing is what's happening in NC State. So there's one girl who left. She didn't really get a lot of playing time.
Okay.
I forgot her name, but she was like, whatever, I'm leaving, I'm out. She averaged like 5 minutes, 2 points. Like, it's like, all right, girl, bye. Like,
Holler.
like you should be doing that because you ain't getting no playing time here.
Goodbye.
The bigger one for me though is that just came out like an hour ago is Zamira Jones, who's from NC State.
NC State. The little light skinned one.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I hate to characterize her that way, but that's the only trait.
5'7", average like 15 points. Like, she's tough. Like, she's a good guard. So,
I'm kind of surprised about that. But I can kind of tell though at the end of that last game, I can kind of see like she's like, okay.
I mean, that one, yeah, like, girl got hurt, Zoe Brooks. Like, I don't know what they still haven't announced what happened to her foot, but like she didn't play against Michigan, and they lost pretty bad against Michigan, but she had no help. So I don't know if she was just frustrated with that because I couldn't see why you would leave. Like, Wes Moore is a good coach. Like, yeah, you guys had a couple unfortunate, injuries postseason, but like the team wasn't bad. So like, anyway, so that was that.
Want to win, Jordan, and not only that,
like, damn, like.
Last year's transfer portal to me shook everything up. I feel like last year's the season was so much more exciting than this one.
Yeah.
That's why I call this year like the rebuild year. Kind of like, I love, we're TV babies.
Yeah.
And there's always that season of a sitcom or a series that's always like that setup like season for the next season. Next season is always explosive. That to me was this season in basketball, college women's basketball. It's like,
but what I really want to talk about,
please,
if you give me some time.
Okay, right.
What the fuck is happening at Iowa State?
And pleasing.
So, okay, they get knocked out. Again, they lost to Syracuse in the first round. Your girl, Audie Crooks, All-American, shout out to her, had 37 points. I forgot how many total points they had, but she probably had more than half of them. They still lost.
Right.
Actually, the freshman I was talking about in Syracuse gave her the business, but we're not going to get into that right now. But anyways, lost the game. And I watched that post-press conference, and I thought it was kind of weird. First of all, Audie Crooks, her position, her tone was like very kind of positive. Like, she was like, we'll take these learnings, da 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 da. But what I thought was weird was a reporter had asked specifically like about the portal, or if they're gonna stay, or when he asked it, I was like, why are you asking that question? Like, you know what I mean? Like, right now, like, why are you asking that question? And then they said what they should have said, like, hey, I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about, my team and da 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 da. The best answer you probably should get from a PR standpoint. But in my mind, I was like, why are you asking that? And then a day later, yesterday, I believe, you start seeing it on Twitter, just like, and shout out to Talia Goodman, who I follow. She always has like all the latest and greatest in terms of portal transfers. But you start seeing like all these like players on Iowa State slowly starting to enter the portal. And it was kind of the lower ones who didn't get a lot of playing time. I was like, okay, maybe whatever. It really wasn't until shoot, what was her name? Dang. What was her name? Anyways, I'm gonna find her name and let you know. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here we go. Addie Brown. Addie Brown, like she's 6'2" junior, averaged 12 points, 8 rebounds, almost 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Like starter, key role player or key player for their team. She had a tough year because injury. She missed some games. That's kind of like when Iowa State started taking their decline in the season. But anyways, like I thought she was like a bought-in player, and that was a big piece to what they had going on in their system. I saw that, I was like, what the hell? And she entered it with a do not contact tag on it, which typically means like it's like she's the one like 300 coaches calling her. Like she has probably a couple schools in mind, whatever. Like don't hit her up. I was like, something ain't right. And I had posted something on that when I saw it on Twitter. I was like, oh, but this had to do with Audie Crooks. Like she did
Jordan, that's how I was about to say. If I'm going off of the eye test, I'm like, it's about the fact that
look,
that's okay. Sorry, go ahead. Because
I'm saying, like I said it in that, and I responded to with that comment in the Twitter, and people start getting on me like, why people always coming for the player? I'm like, look, it's just giving Notre Dame last season to me. It's
that's what I was about to say. I'm like
giving Hannah Hidalgo. Something's going on. Everything's running through one player. I'm not being developed. Like if it's not about us, it's about her. Then I'm out. So it's giving that to me.
Well, not even about being developed, though. If I can interject really quick, it's about the fact that style. First of all, well, let me not get off. That style of basketball cannot be fun to the other players. Like
no.
Letting this girl stand there and cherry pick, it's like, and then she doesn't reciprocate on the other end.
You don't play defense.
Yeah.
She always falling down, which we don't got to talk about that. Like, what's wrong? Her equilibrium's off.
They're literally pulling that girl's weight, and I'm not at liberty to speak about weight because that's not my style.
No, so but I'm like, I just don't know. I just don't know. But then breaking news as of literally, I open my Twitter again. Every time I open it, it's a different damn. Now, again, Iowa State, Jada Williams is transferring.
I knew that she was gonna.
Jada Williams averaged, where's she at? She done averaged, something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
She done averaged.
Notice, Jordan, it's always guards moving around.
I don't know. But she averaged 50-something points, like 6. Like, she's gonna be a good pickup. Now, Jada Williams, she's from Cali.
I was thinking USC
at Arizona. Under they forgot the coach's name.
She was just Arizona, wasn't she?
I think her Dea Barnes was that. And then she got the role at SMU. So a lot of players at Arizona last year went elsewhere. So she chose to go to Iowa State.
Right.
Now she just announced that she's going to transfer. So I'm like,
that's a player right there, though.
It's one or two things for me in this case, right? And now if I see Audie in the portal, like
it's the program.
It's the program. Like if she goes in, it's the program. But it's either based off of that most recent one, it's either issues with Audie and the team's leaving, or I'm thinking maybe the coach might be retiring. Or leaving. I don't know. He hasn't announced or nothing like that. But I'm like, Bill. I think his name's Bill Flannery. And get
the mic.
His name is Bill Flannery. He's been around for like decades. Like grew up kind of like when Geno started type of shit. Like he has been at Iowa State.
Jada just got there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, people know what his system is. People know who he is as a coach. This is a great guy. Like he always looks so nice and positive. He looks like like he should be on like one of the Who's.
Oh my God.
The Grinch, like he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, pull up a picture. Yes, he does.
His name
Bill Flannery, I think. Iowa State coach. I'm so bad with damn names. You'll see when you see him, you'll be like, yeah, he could have been a damn Who. But I don't think it's him though, because he is like a lovable coach. Everybody likes this dude. Like he's been doing this for decades. Like he's not new to it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, if you're going to come to this program and play for him, like we're going to get from him and his staff. So it
Mhm.
has to be a player, like, or he's about to retire and he just has informed his team and they're just
Right.
hopping in on the portal before everybody else starts jumping in on it. Those are my two scenarios. Like, it can't be nothing else. See,
Right.
am I lying? Phil
Yeah.
Finley.
That was right on.
I
Yeah.
told you. I told
Look,
you.
well, can I, if I may, my guess would be, and I don't even think it's about, sometimes it's not even about the player personally. Like with Notre Dame, I think it was about Hannah personally.
Oh, I do
But
too.
with this, I think if it is Audie, I don't necessarily think it, I mean, I don't know her, I'm just saying, to me, I think sometimes those who know basketball and those that like to play it wouldn't enjoy that style of play and just wouldn't enjoy that. I mean, it's for a lot of the reasons why a lot of the USC players left. Like, yes, Juju got hurt, but I don't think they necessarily all just left because of Juju, because it's not like she was going to be hurt forever. And if anything, it would have given them opportunities for more play with Juju's, sitting out. So I feel like sometimes it's like a coach can almost, I don't want to use a word as strong as vilify, but this can't make the game fun to play. Or
Yeah.
like you said, you don't feel like you can develop, or
Yeah.
it's just not this. It's just not. It's all about cohesion, and it's like I'm not sitting here as I mean, yes, like you say, Ubuntu.
Yeah.
What is it like? There's no I in team, basically. But at the same time, I don't want my only role to be supporting a player that's cherry picking and falling to the ground and not reciprocating effort.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I don't know. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Something got to be coming out soon by that program, because it's like that's number 6,
Right.
I think, they have left.
Have any more left from what you call Tennessee?
I haven't seen any more. I think 2 or 3 from Tennessee so
Okay.
far. I haven't heard anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit, I don't know. And that's another one we can talk about too, but I don't know. But yeah, man, like it's crazy.
been good.
It's crazy. I'm curious now. I'm like,
why don't no good bigs leave? It's always like little, like always guards.
yeah, I saw a stat. It said somebody said like there's obviously, I don't know, I think it was like 60 or something transfers, and like half of those transfers are all over 6'3". So there are actually a lot of bigs. But then you look at the bigs that are leaving, they're all like people who weren't playing or low minutes. There hasn't been yet like a report of like a good big leaving.
Right.
What I mean? Like Sarah Williams last year from the Big Ten, then went to UConn. Like she averaged a double-double in the Big Ten. Like I haven't seen that yet.
Right.
And I don't think we will. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Some of Iowa State just ain't right. I'm expecting some type of reporting about something from that program soon, because it just looks crazy.
Yeah, for sure. It's good. It's getting good.
It's getting good.
It's getting good. It's getting
2 more days to the Sweet 16.
I think we should talk about that next episode. Our Sweet 16 predictions. I think
I'm like, damn, like I hate this in between moment.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
All about it. Next episode, y'all. I feel like we'll do a Sweet 16 episode because we're hitting on 30 minutes. We try to keep the episodes digestible. So, yeah, I think this was good, Jordan. It was a good impromptu episode. We're getting some thanks to everybody supporting. We're getting a lot of engagement on TikTok. People think Jordan's crazy about his USC take, which I think you underestimate that. My girls also have a fan base. He thinks he only has a UConn brand, y'all.
No, I get it. I know the fan base, but I still don't see what I said that was incorrect. Now, if you're
basically saying that only Jazzy, like who else? When you said who else, I'm like, there's other. We have a Kara Dunn. We have a Kennedy Smith.
Did you know? Because I didn't see nobody step up when it mattered. So yeah, they're on the roster, but I didn't see nobody. We didn't gotta get into it because y'all are at home sitting watching now the rest of the tournament.
Right.
But I mean, it is what it is. Shout out to Kara Dunn. She was a senior. She had a good career.
Yeah.
We can move on. I only talk about teams that are still in the tournament.
All right, y'all. On that note, we'll see y'all for the Sweet 16 conversation. We'll stay locked in.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe and like.
Yes, please.
Or dislike. I don't know. Hell, maybe you don't like it, but or look, and also a lot of people say, give us your poison. Like, we are 2 people growing up, but we do not care what people think.
Right.
We actually welcome the constructive criticism or just the criticism in general. Like, no comment is bad, or no comment is a bad comment. We actually welcome the engagement. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and we'll keep it going.
Shout out to our TikTok fam, Charlie. I can already see some good talks over there and some good peeps following. It's been nice, nice conversation. That's what I love about sports. It's not personal.
No, it's fun. It's a
fun.
game. They're all
It's a
games.
game. All right, y'all. It's your girl Bailey.
All right, y'all. It's Jordan.
And it's Smitty with the Mitty.
Holla.